what the finance minister is delivering in his midterm budget?
Well, we reject the budget, and what South Africa should actually notice is that it's the first neoliberal budget of the coalition of the DA and the ANC, which prioritizes the racialized apartheid styles of economic growth, and its intention is to continue privatization of strategic sectors of our economy. How come do you have a midterm budget that has got no clear plan on how we are going to reduce unemployment? Because the problem of unemployment in South Africa is very serious. The issue of infrastructure development is just paying a lip service, and there's no clear plan as to how we're going to resolve that. At the center of an economic crisis we're faced with is also crime. The crime in South Africa makes it difficult for people to do business with South Africa and in South Africa, yet it doesn't say anything about that. This thing of trying by all means to reduce the state, it's going to undermine the state capacity, and as the EFF, we knew very well that this neoliberal agenda will prioritize a privatization. Today they officially buried GDP. Their policy was GDP. Today nothing is mentioned about the GDP as the official departure from GDP to a neoliberal agenda.
Does this budget address that?
It doesn't. It doesn't address that because the economy is not going to grow. They keep on reducing their target to lower from 1.9 to 1.8, and the GDP says they've achieved 0.6. And even if they put new targets, you know very well that they will not meet those targets. And for as long as they don't meet their own targets that they set for themselves, they will never reduce cost of living in South Africa.
Lastly,
the austerity measures are the ones that are being used to curb the government debt. But that comes at the expense of ordinary people, especially the working class in South Africa. There is no clear direction as to how do we curb the debt, but manage to give our people the services and not impose austerity measures that are going to worsen the cost of living and increase poverty and unemployment.
Thank you so much, Julius.
Yet you know these people are at the cold face of 61. You talk about infrastructure development and you want to centralize it, and you say Treasury must be in control of that because you want to engage in corrupt activities. It ought to be decentralized, and at the center of that decentralization, it must be the municipalities. Municipalities are at the center of infrastructural development. They are in charge of infrastructure that touches the lives of ordinary people on daily basis. We are confirming what we have always said. This neoliberal agenda, at the center of it is privatization of strategic sectors of the economy. We are not shocked with introduction of private sector in Transnet, and we are going to see that ugly head in every strategic sector of the economy. That's why the DA is the happiest in this parliament, because their policy has finally found its way. They are going to cut jobs, they are not going to create jobs, and they are going to make sure that they prioritize profit over the lives of our people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. How are you?
Very well.
Thank you. How are you?